Hello everybody, what is going on? I'm making a video now about, or not about, what? I'm making a video on how to make a egg farmer, or egg grinder, depending on what you want to call it. I prefer egg farmer because egg grinder makes me feel like I'm killing something, which for this anyway, you're not killing the chickens, or anything at that. So this is my version of it. There are other versions of it that you couldn't. Yeah, you couldn't. There are other versions of this that you could easily use if you wanted to. Now, this may not be the best way of doing it, but it is my way of doing it, and I like it. It's very effective. It does what it needs to do, and it's not hard to make. So, I'm going to go ahead and make this real quick. Now, this is what you will need for water. Water is going to run down this. Now let's go ahead and, well, we need walls on it too. I forgot I was in creative, so why did I get so many stacks of the same thing when it never runs out? Doink! Okay, well, I was going to think of something to say there to make me sound like I did it for a reason, but there's no reason why I did that at all. So now we need some signs. Now, I suck at making these tutorial videos, so the way that I'm explaining this may or may not make sense, but at least you can see me building it, and you can replicate it, and it'll work just fine if you follow what I do here. Or it should run fine if you follow what I do here. Okay. Now, see, I'm not sure how yeah, I guess it will. Yeah, okay, whatever. Let's get these water buckets now. I don't think the water runs out, so we'll go ahead and just try it. Now you want to put 2 down so it all goes all the way to the bottom here. Is this 8? Really? What? No, this is not. That would keep going, I believe. Let me see. Oh, oops. Oh, that is. Alright, what do you know? Okay, well, if you make this, long enough, you don't need the signs there. I wasn't even thinking about that when I made mine back at the server I have been playing on. But yeah, I guess that works just fine. Okay, now I gotta build some walls up here, so I will do that and be back in a second. Alright guys, I'm back. Now, I built the walls pretty high. They don't need to be this high. As long as you build the basic way I have it here, it'll work. I'm not sure why I did it this high, but I did. So now I need to build a floor out. Let's see, what is it? I guess 3 is pretty much what you need. You only need room for the water to go, which there's plenty of room here for the water to go. I'll do this. Whatever. This will work just fine. Yeah, I can just do that. Whoa, did I get stuck on something? So yeah, you're gonna want to put this 3. 3 would be good. You can do it as long as you want, but 3 is what's going to, I guess, be the minimal. I guess you could do 2, actually, if you really wanted to, but I'm doing it 3 anyway. What the hell? Okay, sorry about that. Some weird noise just came outside, and it frightened me. Didn't know what it was. It's you know, it's midnight, and when loud, scary noises come from outside, I usually pee myself and run. And in this case, I did not pee myself, but I did run. So I guess it all works out in the end for me. Because I'm alive. You know, them horror movies, when people don't move, they die. Or they don't run, anyway. Ow! Did I really just fall? Okay. Wow, I couldn't fly there for a second. Oh, didn't need that. So I put this here for. Okay. Keep building this wall here. Hopefully you guys are just watching me build this and following along, because I suck at explaining things. And it's not really working out. So yeah, this is basically what it is. this is the foundation. Anyway, you're gonna want to make these walls at least 2 high, because the chickens can obviously jump out of 1 high places. So you're definitely gonna want to make this 2 high. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Probably just should have did that to begin with, but you know, this is like the first tutorial video I've done. I believe I've done others, but this one is more of the serious one that I'm just, you know, I want to show people how to do what I did, kind of thing. Now you need a crud ton of signs. Depending on how long you made this, that's going to depend on how many signs you need. So let's just go through here and put these signs down. Okay, I finished putting the signs down. And as I was doing that, I kind of remembered, if you wanted to, you could easily use ladders to do this, and ladders, I believe, do the exact same thing. I'm pretty sure they do anyways. So if you wanted to use ladders, that would work just fine. And now you put water in, like so. Let's see, put it in like this, and like that. You want to have it going with the current going straight down. Like that, so it all goes to the middle. And the purpose of this is because the chickens cannot, you know, fall in the water, because they have this AI thing going where they just they jump. They constantly jump. They don't want to drown, so they stay above water. And that means they will stay right here, and everything will drop down here. And then it will run down here, end up here, and, well, you catch my drift. What am I doing? That's... What was I doing? That's a creeper. Well, I'm in creative, so it doesn't matter. Let's go up. Okay, well, so this is basically it. Now all you need to do is put chickens inside of it and get it running. There's some things about this, too. The effectiveness of the spawner does not depend on how it's built. It depends on how many chickens are in the spawner. Because, you know, you're always, like, if you build it this way or another way, you're always going to get the same amount of eggs. It just depends on how many chickens you have in it will, you know, change how many eggs you're going to get, like, per minute or whatever. So let's go ahead and spawn some chickens in here. Spawn in a ton. Is there any eggs that spawn chickens already grown up? I don't think so. Oh yeah, right here, spawn chicken. Alright. We go down here. Okay, you need to go inside, and I just broke the wall. That's not what was supposed to happen. Let's go ahead and spawn a ton of these in here. Now, the more chickens you have, the more it's going to lag as well, so you should be aware of that. If your computer's kind of slow and you lag on single player, you might want to build this in a different spot, like a different chunk, because the chunks are what lags, not the whole map, usually. Anyway, from what I know, anyway. But this seems like a lot of chickens. As you can see, I am lagging, and my computer's fairly decent. This is probably way too many chickens, but let's go ahead and get over here. Holy fudge, this is lag. Yeah, now we gotta wait until they lay eggs, so I will wait until this happens. Alright guys, I'm back here after a little frustrations with my computer. I'm back with this recording. It's been like 20 minutes since I actually stopped recording the first time, but as you can see, they are spawning eggs, and they're spawning a lot of them. So let's hop out of creative, move all of this crud at the top here, and we'll see how many we got. But like I said, it doesn't actually matter, but actually you can see how fast they're shooting them eggs out of their butts there. Wow, look at that. It's like non-stop right now. Holy fudge. Yeah, you have to be in the chunk for eggs to spawn though. So as soon as you leave this chunk, they're gonna stop spawning eggs, and after like I think it's like 5 minutes, all your stuff will despawn. So you want to be careful for that. But let's see how many there's here. Right there, over 2 stacks of eggs from this so far. So you can imagine if you leave this running for a while, you're gonna have plenty of cake. Tell you what. Some things to watch out for though. If you were on a multiplayer server with Bucket, there is a feature with Bucket that it actually allows the owner to make it where if you go AFK and it comes up on the chat and says, you know, this player has now went AFK, you cannot actually collect anything, which includes these eggs. And that's the trouble I'm having on the server I play on right now, is that I like to go AFK, listen to music, and watch YouTube videos, things like that, while I'm collecting eggs. On this server, however, I cannot do that. So I have to let the eggs build up, and I have to, every couple minutes, go and collect them, which sucks. But, as you can see here, or if you were paying attention, I could imagine you would, pretty much, you could guess that once you get enough chickens in there, it's not going to matter if you go AFK or not. You just let this thing run for 2 minutes, and you're going to be good to go. So, this is my egg farmer, or chicken grinder. Not really, no, well, egg grinder maybe. Depends on what you want to call it, whatever. But this is how you make it. This is what it looks like. You can pretty it up a bit. You can actually make this part here a lot smaller if you know, you could zigzag it into smaller portions and, you know, have it go from top land all the way down to like your secret lair underground or something, you know. You can do what you want with it. You can do some pretty cool things with this, I would imagine. You can make it prettier or uglier depending on your sense of taste. But yeah, here it is. This is how big it is. Obviously, like I said, you can make this part here, you know, bigger or smaller. Doesn't actually matter though, considering all the chickens go to one spot. So you probably want to make this as small as you possibly can. But this is it. I'm actually going to open this up right here. Put a door on it for sentimental values. But other than that, that is all. Thank you all for watching. I hope you learned something out of this. And you should check out my other videos, because they're awesome. So I will see you guys next time you watch my videos.